Hi, welcome back to the garden. It is New Year's Eve 2021. Year's almost over. Seems kind of weird doing a little different strategy. I'm not really bagging up leaves. I'm actually making some insulation for a couple plants. Come on, we gotta button up this garden. Over tonight, a cold front's coming through, and it's gonna be bitterly cold by this time tomorrow. See, it's still warm enough. We've got bees. Freeze warning or not, it's Friday at my house. We got a plant. I got a few of these little brassicas. I think what we're trying to do is have as many living roots in the ground as we can throughout the winter. Keep that soil biology going. Those weren't very big, but we'll see what we get. Now this one you want to tuck the edges in so the wind can't get up underneath it. As cold as that forecast is, we want to make sure this is tucked in good and tight. And that's why we left piles the other day. It doesn't take much, but once you get the edges covered, you want to make sure the wind can't get up underneath there. We should be good to go there. It's still very warm out here right now, and it seems like it might be a little early to start really buttoning these up, but we got rain coming. There's a front coming. You don't want to be out here doing this kind of work in the rain. Trust me, it's miserable. I'm taking a cue from one of our friends. I did find these big clear trash bags, and we want to try to keep this beat going just as long as we can. That does take that down to the bottom, but I am going to go ahead and cover it with the heavier plastic also. Now that lettuce ought to be okay. We're just going to put a little something on there to help it out. Our volunteer carrot cover crop, do like we've been doing. We're just going to put a little light hay on top of it. We're going to add a little bit of leaves. We should be good to go. Got a couple beets over here that are coming up voluntarily. I want to go ahead and keep those good to go. Let's take a peek in the mini greenhouse before we button this up. Now that's a fine mixture of cover crops. Let's go ahead and button this up and get them ready for the real cold weather. That ought to be buttoned up well enough to make it through the cold. But with these bigger trash bags, you can put them right over the top. The leaves will act as insulation. Tuck it in with your mulch. should be good to go. I might be able to scare up another piece of plastic or two to see if we can't give it a little cover on these here a little bit. We'll see how these cold frames do. It's going to get cold. Remember, unhook your hoses, make sure your animals can stay dry. You might want to even put out a little extra bird feed. We got tomatoes flowering, we got tomatoes turning red, we got peppers coming on. We'll see how the greenhouse holds up over the next couple days. And what better to cover the oregano than a wheelbarrow? Oregano is very cold hardy, and I think the wheelbarrow will be just fine as a covering. We got cilantro everywhere. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it all covered. For some folks, the weather may seem weird, but over the last 30 years, I've had several Christmases in short sleeves in northeastern Oklahoma. But come January, it gets cold. So, this is typical. You can save a lot of your garden if you do a little pre-planting. Cold frames work really well. Deep mulch will keep the life in the soil warm enough to stay active. Then you'll really be successful in the spring. Or you can be hardcore like me and keep planting all year long. Anyhow, I'm going to wrap this up. You need to get busy. If there's something you need to protect, you need to get it in the house. If you're southeast of Tulsa, you got a little while. If you're northeast of Tulsa, it's coming. I'm going to put down just a few more leaves, then I'm going to the house. And remember, until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Stay warm. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.